when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
No touch that.
Now a give right side Swift to the 43, second down. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing his Hurts. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 38-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT, hey. 11 MT.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Eagle defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
In order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like the one we just saw there. Because if you stop these teams a few times along the way, maybe some frustration kicks in. And all of a sudden, not only does your ranking improve, but your game performance does as well.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Tiger swamp. Crowd, let's get it.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Pushing his way through. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Grab me 3. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Here's Hurts to throw. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here we go. 12.
On second down, Burrow. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1, ready? 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 11 MT tape.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Gun.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Sometimes your line perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here we go, here we go.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Darius Slay with a pick. And bulldozing his way through. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Let's get set. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Gun.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On one, ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
11, Tommy. 11, 11,
Chase, the motion man right.
11, 11.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
And Chase will go in motion left.
11, 12. Stop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Ready?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Burrow will throw. And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down and a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And it's some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's second and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Burrow. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Mixing up the middle. And some room to run now. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard.